sir, baby. We live and we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Y'all know what I'm here for, man. I'm here to bring you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel, alright? But before we get into it, it's the lineup review. Going over my starting five I posted yesterday on Twitter and on the YouTube comment section of yesterday's video, alright? So we're gonna jump right into that. But please, before we do, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done it already, and definitely hit that like button no matter what, man. Even if you don't like it, hit the like button. Alright? Support small business or something, man. Come on, man. Alright, let's get into it, alright? Last night was a pretty good night, man. Pretty good night. Very solid night. I got my best lineup pulled up. This is the 30K pick and roll, $12 single entry. We came in 14th place, won 200 over here. So it was a pretty successful night. Cashed in my 20 max as well, man. We had a pretty solid night over here. My best lineup put up right at 287 points. Like I said, came in 14th place. If you caught the updated starting five yesterday, you know I went with James Harden, Chris Duarte, Bruce Brown, Nicholas Batum, and Yusuf Nurkic. All right, let's get right into it. Coming in, James Harden at the top. This $12 single entry. I thought he would be more on in this. He was actually more. He was double the ownership in my 20 max. He was like 27%, 28%. I figured he would be more high on. I figured he would be around that too in this $12 single entry. But we got him at 13%. Hey, I take it, man. I get it. People been down on James Harden. Haven't had a big game. He still didn't have a huge game yesterday, but very solid for him. From him at 9600, he gave us right at 57 DK points, 29 real life points. Seeing his scoring tick up, finally starting to get a groove. I wanted to go James Harden. I knew it was a mixed bag. Everybody's down on this, that, and the third. But one, I know he was in a great spot against the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers are a pace-up spot for everybody. Their defense is nothing to write home about. So I feel like if he could get it going at any time, it should be this game against the Pacers. So we wanted to roll the dice and go with Harden here. It worked out for us. One of the top scorers on yesterday's slate. Now my shooting guard, I went Chris Duarte. If you saw the video yesterday, you know I told you no Malcolm Brogdon. Should be a few more shots for him, a few more opportunities. We got him at 22%. Solid right here. He gave us 29 DK points, man. Solid effort from him. Almost pushing the brinks of 6X right here. Needed a little more from him. Needed him to be a little more efficient shooting the ball, but we'll definitely take that at 5,500. Definitely didn't kill us, all right? Coming in small forward. I just went with the chalk. Bruce Brown, 3,800. I thought he was one of the better value plays on the day, just from his sheer rebounding side. He's a great rebounding guard. They playing whatever they playing, man. Small forward, guard. I don't know. He's on the court. I don't know what position he at, but what they classify him at. But he's a great rebounder for a guard. He's typically a guard. So, but got him at right at 52% on in this contest. 3,800. Gave us 17 DK points. Solid effort from him. Just wanted to be a piece of that chalk. I felt like it was, like I said, one of the better value plays on the slate, and I didn't want to be left out if he went out. I knew if he gave you a 30-point game like he has in his bag, that could hurt you if you didn't have a piece of that, especially in the single entry. So I wanted to go here. Right at 18 points, very solid from him. Didn't kill us, didn't help us that much, but we'll take it. My power forward, Nicholas Batum. Wanted to go right back to him, starting in the starting lineup with no Morris over there. Knew he should see 30 minutes. He fills up the stat sheet. If he brings his scoring, that's when you get a bigger performance. And as you can see by his box score, he left his scoring at home yesterday. Only 2 real life points, man. At 4K, gave us right at 20 DK points. So just a smidget over 6X for Nicholas Batum. But like I said, told y'all the other day, you really want that 8, 9, 10X for your value guys to really bring home a slate, all right? And then rounding out, Yusuf Nurkic at 4.3%. I told y'all I felt like this should be a closer game with the Clippers. It was a little closer, but to be honest, we actually got lucky here, man. I don't know why Yusuf Nurkic only played 23 minutes. I gotta look into it. I don't think he was in any foul trouble. I don't know, and I haven't read anything about a minutes limit or a minutes cap. So I gotta look into it why he only played 23 minutes. And but if he had played 30 plus minutes, man, or this 30 minutes, he really could have crushed for us yesterday. In 23 minutes, he gave us a nice double double. Yeah, I mean 14 points, 17 boards, right at 46 DK points, man. Awesome performance from Nurkic. Could have been better and really moved us up the leaderboard and possibly brought this contest home. But I got to do some more digging and see why he only played 23 minutes, man. But Nurkic worked out great for us, especially at 4.3%. Finished out the lineup, went Jalen Suggs at 5,100. Got him right at 4%. Very solid for him, man. 6x return over there on him. We just like how involved he is with the Orlando Magic, man. He does a little bit of everything. Great usage over there. He hasn't had a big performance yet because it's so spread out. There's so many moving parts over the Orlando Magic. So many guys who want to get their shot. I don't think anybody on this team outside of one of the bigs, because they can do rebounds and blocks, is gonna have like a ceiling game from a scoring aspect. Because you gotta think how many people over there to get shots. Suggs, Ross. Cole Anthony gonna take his shots. They bring the guys off the bench. R.J. Hampton, all those guys are looking to score. It's a lot of shots that has to be dispersed over there. So it's gonna be hard for Orlando Magic to give you a big game from scoring. But he was solid for us right here at 32 DK points. Then coming down at the bottom, I wanted to get another star in there to compare with James Harden because I felt like he was gonna need another superstar. I just went to Paul George. I like this game environment. I wanted to go Lillard, but once Norman Powell got ruled back in and into the starting lineup, I know it's not insignificant. It doesn't really mean that much. Dame is a superstar, but I knew Norman Powell, he's a guy who can score as well, so he was going to take some shot opportunities away from Dame. So I kind of moved away from I didn't like Powell playing. I was hoping Powell was out so majority of the shots can just go to CJ and Dame, but I knew with Powell in there, Powell's a scorer, so he likes to get his shots up and things of that nature, and I just thought it had a negative correlation with Dame, so I wanted to move away from him but still get a piece of this game. So Paul George was the obvious choice. He's the man for the Clippers. He's their superstar with no Kawhi over there. I knew nobody really was going to go to him, but it was one of the higher total games on the slate, so I definitely wanted a piece of it. Got him at just right at 7% on, and he was the highest scorer on the night for 60 points right here from PG-13, 42 real-life points, man. Solid effort from PG. Definitely helped us out yesterday. Then finish up a lineup, man. Just want to take a shot on Aaron Gordon against this Dallas Mavericks team. He was solid as well. Right at 12%. Gave us 26 DK points. So pushing 6x, just right, but just a little smidget over 5x right here for Aaron Gordon. This game was a blowout, so if it was closer, he probably could have gave us a little better return, but we'll take it, man. Like I said, 287 came in 14th place, won $200, but we don't rest on our winnings around here, man. Let's get to this Saturday slate. Let's get up, man. Y'all wake up. Let's get to the money and see what I got cooking for y'all tonight. Let's try to get this win streak going on over here, all right? Coming in at the top, I want to look at TJ McConnell. See, this is the time I want to look at TJ McConnell. Yesterday, I told you he was an okay play with no Brogdon. He had more interest yesterday. I know he's going to be higher on. Now, we got to pay attention and make sure and see if Brogdon is still out. I don't know. But if he is out, this is the spot I want to go to TJ McConnell. He kind of let people down yesterday. Only gave you 22 DK points. So I know coming back on the second night, people are going to be lower on him, but this is where I want to go to him because people have lower interest in him, and the price that went down to $4,900. And you saw him play 33 minutes last night. He should be in line for that again with Brogdon out. And if he's going to take 14 plus shots again, I'm definitely in line for that. He just didn't shoot the ball well last night. You saw him 28% from the field, 0 for on his 3-pointers, man, but he still gave you 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He does what he do, 2 steals. He's always in line for steals. TJ McConnell's a solid defender. He likes to play the passing lanes and things of that nature, so he's always in line for a couple of steals. If he starts again tonight, no Brogdon, I definitely want to go back to him at his 4,900. I think he's gonna be one of the better value plays if Brogdon is out today. All right, coming in as shooting guard. Listen, if you saw the video yesterday, not yesterday, day before yesterday, when I told you it's 2 things I believe in now, that's Point Bradley Beal as an elite fantasy option And point Donovan Mitchell is an elite fantasy option. Give me Donovan Mitchell tomorrow. I don't care he's a little overpriced. 8,700. I don't really want to pay that much, but I think he's worth it in this spot. No Mike Conley. So typically what we've seen when Mike Conley is out, we got to make sure though, got to wait on those starting lineups, make sure they don't try to do nothing crazy. But typically we've seen when TJ McConnell is out, Donovan Mitchell slides to the point and they bring Joe Ingles into the starting lineup. If that's the case, if Donovan Mitchell is going to be playing majority of point tonight, which I think he should, I think he is, give me Donovan Mitchell 8,700, man. You talking about a guy who's going to see, he's the main scorer for this Utah Jazz team. You see him right here. In closer games, he's taking 20-plus shots. He probably take 25 in this game, depending on if they need it or not. He's going to be ball handling more, so his assist opportunities go up, man. You could possibly see a nice double-double from Donovan Mitchell in this spot. I'm talking 25 points, maybe 10, 11 assists. I like Donovan Mitchell in this spot, all right? One of my favorite plays on today's slate. Coming in at small forward, I want to look at Josh Giddey going against Golden State Warriors, man. It's always risky picking Thunder. They always in line for a blowout. They just not good yet. But I want to look at Giddey because he's shaping up to be the number 2 on this Thunder team behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You see him get some ball handling responsibilities. He's playing 30-plus minutes in close games, double-digit shot attempts through the last 3 games. That's what I like, his shot volume coming up. And if you look here, if you just look at his box score, you see he's involved across the whole game. Rebounds, assists, even a steal or 2, man. He had a game with 4 steals, so he has that potential. I like getting the Josh Giddey, especially at this 5,000 price tag for a guy who's gonna get those minutes and that type of shot opportunities, and he's involved that much in the game. I think he's a very solid player on DraftKings at 5K. All right, coming in at power forward, I want to look at Wendell Carter Jr. 5,800. He's just been seeing big minutes lately, man. He's another guy who's seen his shot volume increase the last 2 games, and that's what you want from your cheaper guys, especially your bigs, because you know he's going to have the rebound opportunities. As you can see, the last 2 games, he didn't gave you double-doubles, 20 and 10 in 2 games ago, 17 and 12 last night. So he's getting it 33 minutes in both contests. I was nervous coming into the year about how him and Mo Bamba would coexist down there, but they seem to be making it work, man. And I definitely want to take a shot at Wendell Carter Jr. right here for the 5,800, going against the matchup of Detroit Pistons. 2 terrible teams, so I'm hoping for a good game here, a good up and down, helter-skelter, all over the place type of game, and hopefully generate a lot of fantasy points for both squads. But I like Wendell Carter Jr. right here at 5,800. And then closing out at center, I think you got to look at JAKOB, man. Going against the Milwaukee Bucks, I know their price tag is a little up there, 6,900, but if anybody I think has consistent minutes in this pop lineup, it's him. All right. Outside of foul trouble, the second game of the year against Denver, he's been 30-plus minutes. And you see the last 3 games, he's over 30, 35, 38, 36. Those minutes seem solidified. And you know what I like? The shot attempts right here the last 2 games, 17 and 13, finally getting up into the double digits. He's a solid rebounder and a solid defender, man. As you can see, he double-doubled the last 2 games. He gives you blocks. He had 2 blocks. I like him in this matchup, fast-paced matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks. He should be involved, should be on the glass here. I like getting some JAKOB at 6,900, all right? There you have it, man. My starting 5 for DraftKings: TJ McConnell, Donovan Mitchell, Josh Giddey, Wendell Carter Jr., and JAKOB. Get you some exposure to these guys, man. Get them in your player pool. Get them in your lineups. You know I'm going to have them in mind. And be sure to check back to the video, man. Probably about a half hour before lock so you can get the updated starting 5. Or just be on Twitter or just be following me on Twitter at DFS Goose, man. And you will see when I post updated starting 5 on Twitter, all right? Let's go look at FanDuel, see what I'm liking over there. Now, coming in at the top on FanDuel, I want to look at SGA, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, same matchup against the Golden State Warriors. You want the blowouts are always concerning, but you don't want to go into it predicting it. Maybe they come out fight, keep the game close. You never know. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like I said, told on videos in the past, he's the superstar for the Thunder. Regardless of whether you think he's a superstar in the league or not, he's the Thunder superstar. So he gets what he wants. Any shot opportunities, the world is his oyster, man. He's the primary ball handler. He can fill it up, man. If that shot gets to fall, he got a nice mid-range game. 3-point shot is okay, but he can get to the cup, man. He can score on 3 different levels. I like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. When he has it going, he's tough, man. And you definitely want to take a look at him at this 7,200 price tag on FanDuel. Coming in and shooting guard, you already know. I'm going Donovan Mitchell. 8,100 over here. Love the price on FanDuel. Absolutely love it. He's probably a lock, stock, 2 smoking barrels for me on FanDuel, man. Just get you some Donovan Mitchell tomorrow. Coming in at small forward, I want to look at Tyler Hero. Listen, I know the price is a little concerning, but I'm not worried about it. Even though he comes off the bench, Tyler Hero has been seeing 30 minutes a game. You got to view him like a starter, man. He's really not a bench player. So you got to look at a guy who's pretty much starting right here for 6,200. And he's he's coming off the bench, so he's getting minutes against the backup. So, you know what I'm saying? Normally lesser defenders or they're not as good as the starting lineup when you get some run against some of the backups. And he's just coming out being ultra aggressive this year, man. His shot attempts he's coming off the bench gunning. When he comes into the game, he know what he's in there for. They giving him free reign. He's looking to score the bucket. You gotta like that out of a guy that's 6,200 right here, especially going against the Memphis Grizzlies in this matchup. Coming in at the power forward. Just want to go back to Tobias Harris, 7,400. I think he's underpriced over here. He's a value over here on FanDuel. 7,400. He should be a little more expensive. He's $1,000 cheaper than he is on DraftKings. DraftKings is 8,400. I like getting the Tobias Harris right here. Nice matchup against Atlanta Hawks. Should be a closer game. He has 50-point upside in him. And Tobias Harris, he's definitely the number 2 scorer over here behind Embiid. So he should get all the shots behind Embiid here. I like getting Tobias Harris, solid rebounder. He's a nice scorer, man. And if anything happens with Embiid, like that injury flares up or whatever, or they sit him, rest him, or he plays the first quarter and gets hurt or anything like that, Tobias Harris is going to be the guy. So he has all the upside in the world. I like him at this 7,400 price tag going against the Atlanta Hawks. And coming in at center, I'm going to go to the other side. I played Wendell Carter on DraftKings. I'm going to come play Mo Bamba over here on FanDuel. 6,400. I like the price tag on him. He's another guy heavily involved here, seeing big minutes. He's a monster down there, man. He's on the glass. He's a shot blocker. He's a big player for him down there, and I like how it's working right now between Mo Bamba and Wendell Carter. Not winning a lot of games, but it's kind of like a twin tower effect down there, and both of them are playing very well. And so far through the season, I like getting Mo Bamba at 6,400. There you have it, man. My starting 5 on FanDuel: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Donovan Mitchell, Tyler Hero, Tobias Harris, and Mo Bamba. Man, get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have them in mind, all right? That's going to do it for us here today. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.